This is gonna be a walkthrough of the solve I did at Malaysia Cube Open. It was NR single and the winning solution, so yeah. I started on the inverse. I know you can't see it very well, so I'll just put it in the description. I started on the inverse, and I saw this pair, this edge, which can be very easily connected with L, B prime, right? Then U2 solves the 2x2x2 block. But that wasn't a good continuation. So what I tried first was L, then I added a random D, because none of the block pieces were here. So if I did a D2, I can still do the block as normal, so B prime, U2. So that's 4 moves to this block, which solves this edge coincidentally. And this pair is relatively easy to solve with U2. It's not a U2, but you get the point. U2, R2. Then you can insert it back here, like that. So that's a 9 move 2x2x2 block. Then I noticed this corner and this edge could pair up with 1 move. Then I did U prime, and since I wanted to preserve this block, I did a sledgehammer and a U move, which coincidentally does all the EO, and it makes this pair. So to insert this pair, I did U, R prime. Then I wanted to solve all the edges, so I did that, which gives me 3 corners in 24 moves, which isn't that good, but I found it within 10 minutes, so I kept it as a backup. But I went to look for more solutions. So remember the D2 move that I added randomly? Well, I could add other moves. So eventually I found, after a lot of playing around, I found a D prime, the D prime move, which connects, which creates this thing, and I could get the rest of the piece. I can connect this with that, which sets up this edge, so I can make the block like this. That gets me a 8 move 2x2x3 block. Then I went looking around, and I saw this pair, like that. It can be done in 2 moves, but I would much rather this edge be here, so I can insert it quite easily. And I can do that with just 1 move. I can set it up like this. Then when I did the pair formation, this edge is here, so I inserted the pair, and it luckily solved all the corners. So I have 15 moves to last 5 edges, and my last 5 edges were in a 5 cycle. So I knew I could solve it with 2 edge insertion. But I had only half an hour left, so I knew I already had the backup 24 move to 3 corner skeleton, so I decided to try to look for insertions for this. So I stickered it up quickly. So 1 goes to 2 goes to 3, which goes to 4 and 5. So this is my skeleton. I'll just quickly go to the point where I found, because I really just all I wanted to do is just find a 6 mover that cancels something. If there wasn't one, I don't think I would have bothered with a solution at all. So eventually I got to this point here, where I had this shape appearing, and it was 1 going to 2 going to 3. So I knew I had a 6 mover. And what's better is the algorithm to solve, the comp to solve this goes like this: B2, which cancels off the B2. So I knew I had a cancellation, and when I added the 6 move comp into here and cancelled off this move with the last move, I had 19 moves to 3 edges. So a 3 edge skeleton I know how to solve quite easily, and eventually I got to this point. So eventually I got to here to look for the insertion, and and it became a U perm. It's just a U perm of edges. And I knew the optimal U perm. It goes like this: D2, blah blah blah, U, no, that's not it. Okay, so it goes like this, and the last move of it is B prime D2. The D2 cancels off with the D2, and the B prime cancels with the B prime. So all in all, I had a 25 move solution. Yeah. Yes. Okay. These are the actual stickers I use, by the way, so it's pretty cool. This keeps up.